Before Parliament Funkadelic became the cosmic, mind-bending force that reshaped funk forever, before Bootsy Collins made the bass world explode, there was a man laying down the first grooves that would define a movement. From the streets of Plainfield, New Jersey, this man brought raw, fearless energy to the bass guitar, a style that was melodic, muscular, and ahead of its time. The original bassist for Funkadelic, he didn't just play the notes, he built the foundation upon which George Clinton's funk empire would rise. His lines was the pulse, his rhythms was the heartbeat, and his vision shaped the very sound of P-Funk. Yet, outside the deepest circles of funk historians, his story remained largely untold. The centerpiece of today's video is all about Billy Bass Nelson. Now, if you guys love my videos and love supporting me, then I suggest you become a member of the channel where I will be releasing exclusive videos just for you all. Be sure to get that family tier so you won't miss out on these exclusive perks. If you guys would love to connect with me outside of YouTube, then I am officially announcing that I am on Discord. Here, you can provide me with feedback on my recent uploads. You could drop your suggestions for future videos, or if you just want to chat it up about videos or about music in general, or just about anything, we could do it here. We could do it together. I hope to see you there. The link is in the description below. Now, before we start, let's be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell to be sure you won't miss out on any more content. Now, without further ado, let's cue that intro. Before the psychedelic grooves of Funkadelic shook the world, there was Plainfield, New Jersey, a small city with a big musical heartbeat. It was here, on January 28, 1951, that Billy Bass Nelson was born, raised, and immersed in the sounds of rhythm and soul. From gospel at church to the grooves of MOTOWN on the radio, Nelson absorbed it all. Every beat, every melody, and every lesson the streets and community offered. It wasn't long before he found his calling, the bass guitar. Unlike most young musicians of his era, Billy approached the instrument as more than a rhythm anchor. He treated it as a melodic voice, capable of shaping the entire song. Even at an early age, his bass lines carried personalities that was mixed of funk, soul, and raw inventiveness that hinted at the revolutionary musicians would become. In the late 60s, the music world in Detroit and surrounding areas was electrifying with new sounds. One musician had a vision unlike any other, George Clinton. He imagined a band that fused rock, funk, and psychedelic chaos, a group that would redefine music itself. Billy crossed paths with Clinton at a pivotal moment. Clinton needed a bassist who could do more than just hold the groove. He needed someone that could think differently, push boundaries, and add personality to every line. And Nelson, he was the perfect fit. As the original bassist for the soon-to-be legendary Funkadelic, Nelson became one of his architects of a sound that no one had ever heard before. His bass wasn't just a company, it was the backbone, the pulse, and the attitude of the band. Funkadelic's early recordings was raw, electrifying, and experimental. Albums like their self-titled debut in 1970 combined heavy rock riffs with psychedelic distortion and deep funky grooves. Nelson's bass lines carried the songs, giving it structure to the swirling chaos around him. On tracks like I Bet You and I Got a Thing, You Got a Thing, Everybody Got a Thing, his playing was precise, yet adventurous, melodic, rhythmic, and daring all at once. Live performances was another stage entirely. Nelson's stage presence was understating but commanding. While other members might dominate with theatrics or vocals, his bass spoke for him, moving the audience, locking the groove, and holding the music together as funkadelic sound became increasingly complex. What set Billy Bass Nelson apart wasn't just technical skill, it was musical imagination. While many bassists of the era stayed in the background, Nelson played in a way that told a story. Each line was melodic, each rhythm was intentional. He blurred the line between rhythm and lead, pushing funkadelic into uncharted territory. This approach influenced not just P-Funk, but generations of bassists who would later cite Nelson as a key inspiration. His sound was raw, yet sophisticated, funky, yet melodic, a combination that will become the blueprint for funk music. Success did not come without any challenges. As Funkadelic's reputation grew, internal tensions and the pressures of the music industry created strains. Financial issues, label disputes, and the chaotic lifestyle of the band pushed members to the brink. Nelson eventually parted ways with Funkadelic in the early 70s, but even after leaving, his influence on the band's sound remained. He laid the foundation for what would become one of the most influential funk collectives in music history. Nelson went on to collaborate with other musicians, bringing his groove-driven approach to different projects. His commitment to musical innovation never watered down. Some of the artists that Nelson collaborated with was the Temptations, the Commodores, Chairman of the Board, Fishbone, Jermaine Jackson, Parliament, Lionel Richie, Smokey Robinson, and Lenny Williams. In later years, Nelson reunited with George Clinton and other P-Funk members for performances, tours, and recordings. His presence was a reminder of the band's original vision, a blend of creativity, experimentation, and unstoppable groove. Even outside the spotlight, Nelson continued to inspire bassists, funk musicians, and fans worldwide. Interviews and performances reveal a man who's, while humble, fully understood the weight of his contributions to American music. In 1997, the world also agreed, as he and 15 other members of Parliament-Funkadelic was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Today, Billy Bass Nelson is recognized as a founding father of funk. His bass lines, both recorded and performed live, continue to influence musicians across genres, from funk, soul, to hip-hop and rock. P-Funk's explosive sound, which reshaped the music landscape in the 70s, owes its foundation to Nelson's pioneering approach. He wasn't the most visible member, but he was the heartbeat, the pulse, and the anchor, the original bass architect of Funkadelic. His story reminds us that true innovation often happens behind the scenes. Now, there's a motto that I live by, and most of my supporters who's been here since the beginning understand this motto. And I truly believe giving flowers to our legends while they can still smell them. Now, before we go, I have a question for you all. What is your favorite song that Billy Bass Nelson played on?